Hello, folks. I'm sad to report that I've lost yet another sales job. Now, to pull a Colin Ferguson off at a moment like this, which is a crucial moment, is actually what the whole Colin Ferguson thing is about. So, over here you can see the belongings of my desk. Now, a kind-hearted fellow, I might as well prop him. Michael, I don't know his last name, he's the rising sales superstar there. He's a sales manager. He was kind enough to bring out some odd trinkets of mine. So this is the proverbial box that you carry away from your desk. And this is me after getting fired from my dream job, by the way. I did have a fucking gym in there. Floors are marble, right? The faucet taps are like 5-star hotel. Like the offices, right, dear viewer, are glass. Like, and I'm talking like bullet-plated glass. But in any case, we have our little choo-choo train, which is basically I know I can and all this rubbish. I found it on the side of the road, frankly. And we have two fishes in here. Yin and yang, right? The two fishes, what it symbolizes is yin and yang. So there's a blue fish, and in back of that, there's a red fish. And, you know, someday you feel like a blue fish, and other days you feel like a fucking red fish. Hey, guess what? Yesterday was blue. I guess it should be red, right? So the way that's done is as follows. Oh shit, I dropped a bit. So basically, you take out the back, and that's it. This is problem solved. This is problem solved right here. Like, so basically, I'm thinking this sucks. I got fired from Trillium-Sales-Group.com, and it's on 77 Martin Grove Road or some shit. You know, just off of Dufferin and Finch in Greater Toronto area. I don't mind that shit at all. I hope that's obvious. Now, of course, part of me that I'm squelching this way. This is symbolic, right? The part of me that I mean, I used to wear. If you look at, I have a video. Like, if you look at, I don't even know what it's called, but I got a video where I'm down by the lake, right? There you go, red fish. And look what it says. It says 1 moment, right? I don't know if you can see that. 1 moment and it shall pass. This too shall pass. If it's bad, it shall pass. If it's good, it shall pass. It shall pass, right? It shall pass. And I'm just going to X this fucking job out, obviously. The guy came out with a fucking golf club. He came out with a fucking golf club. And you know what? I'm still going to write him a fucking consulting report. Anyway, I hope they're watching this. This is going to scare the bejesus out of them, because the power and the beauty of the internet is not that everyone is going to see it, but that everyone can see it. So they're thinking, shit, what is he telling them? What kind of information does they have? I got nothing, man. I got my mirror from johncostigan.com. Right? He came and trailed us at Oracle. So basically, you're going to sit there, you're making your calls and shit, and you're looking in there, and it's like, you got to make a smiley face, right? So the mirror basically reflects. It says on here, what you see is what they hear. It's pretty profound, but fuck. To me, it's classic telemarketing thinking. It's nothing like, it's not a big deal. It's like, my whole thing is sincerity. If you feel like shit and you get on the phone and you're feeling like shit, it's like, shit, you know? You like pick up the phone and you just have a normal, here's the thing, just be normal. What does that mean? Just, whatever you're feeling, seek to project that. You can't go much worse in terms of advice, or better. Well, I mean, you can't go much worse if you're like Brian Farb, who runs this place, because he's totally the opposite of me. His whole game is like type A personality. I'd be type C, D, E, or F, right? So, fuck. What are you going to do, right? There's not much you can do in some situations. So they were nice enough, or they overlooked the fact that they gave me this memento. I asked for a pen as a memento. I ended up getting 2 things that were better than a pen. The pen is obviously, you know, knowledge. You know, pen is a very symbolic word in the Quran. But for a sales guy, this is more important, I would dare say. A calculator. Oh, we see some shifty business. I don't know how to focus on this thing. I mean, it's a new iPhone 4, and I couldn't focus on my wife's iPhone 4. So we got the calculator, bonus. Now this is what's protected me as far as I'm concerned, which is my faith. This is the... This is an ad idea I have for Canadian Blood Services, I might as well prop myself, right? I rarely do that, which is why I'm a field marketing consultant. So it says, please give blood now. Now, I phoned this place up after reading the ad, and I called the number, and basically, because I was in Scotland, in the UK, like a certain part from, like, I think it's like 1980 onwards, there's like a year and a half, or some time when mad cow disease was prevalent, something like that. And they're trying to work around it and all this rubbish, but a whole bunch of folks from the UK can't give blood in Canada now, including myself. And I'm not from the UK, by the way. And don't fucking dare say I'm English. Don't do that shit. That's fucking like fighting words. If you say I'm Irish or Scottish or fucking Australian, and hey, listen, I'll try and revert to Craig Ferguson. I might as well, right? So please give blood now. And I was like, great ad, man. Yeah, I talked to the guy. He was a very informed. He was a very well-informed customer service agent, right? So, he was like a trained nurse or some damn shit like that. Anyhow, this is what's protected me so far. This is the shrine of the lady Zainab. The peace and blessings of Allah be upon her. Salamullahi alayha. Right, she was the daughter, or rather, she was the daughter of Imam Ali, peace be upon him, who was the son-in-law and cousin of Prophet Muhammad, married to his daughter, the Lady Fatima, and his designated successor as such. And you know what? I'm going to sit right here and have breakfast. Fuck these guys. He's in there freaking out. Hey, smile, you're on camera. So anyhow, this is what protected me. And basically, there's a nice saying that says that, look, see, nothing can happen to me with that there. Now, you might be like, that's nonsense, it's dribble, it's superstition. I don't care what the fuck you call it. It works. Okay? I had these on my desk, for first things I put on there, and it's like, it saved a damn day. Now, I'm covering it with a beret. Hey, so what? Right? That's Lady Zainab. Okay? So, go fuck yourself if you don't understand that. And, time to make some calls, man. Let's call Mr. Lawrence. Mr. Lawrence is the man who basically got me to fuck Peter over at EMG. Come work for this shit head. And, you know what? Fuck him. He doesn't deserve a call. In fact, Peter deserves a call. If I could just get the phone working here, so... I actually called 911 on this wanker. He's like, I'm going to call the cops. And then he comes out with a fucking stick. He's like, he's so damn anal, man. Like I'm going to fucking attack him or some shit. I got the dog on here, by the way. I shot a video yesterday I'm yet to upload. And that video is going to be called I'm Craig Ferguson. In fact, this whole series of videos, I'm really going to try my best to showcase the fact that I really am Craig Ferguson. I've gotten inside the man's head or vice versa. It may have been an anal intrusion in terms of mental aspect. You understand, in the world of spirituality. Nice bike, by the way, huh? I got the bike and this fucking iPhone for, it's 160 bucks. 160 bucks is fucking nothing, man. For an iPhone and this shit. So, anyway, let's see what happens. I'm gonna stay here, have breakfast, be on my way in my own good time. And these fucking terrified fuckers are gonna be like, what the hell is this guy doing? Is he recording? Is he really recording? Yes, he is recording. And he's a good recorder. And he's going to fix his damn tie. It's funny. Like, I watched Ferguson. Like, I was exposed to him for the first time. I don't know if it was months or a year and a half ago. It was less than 2 years ago, okay? It was during the time I was in the shelter. Maybe that's why it went straight into my damn brain, okay? It's something like that. I was living either in the shelter with this Italian lady called Daniela Chera at her fucking high-end condo at Kipling and Steele. It's a very beautiful place. 61 Markbook Lane. There's 2 salmon-colored buildings, right? And you know what? They had the whole 9 yards, man. They had like I have to call it a jacuzzi, a whirlpool. They had the whirlpool. They had the racquetball court, steam room. Now, if you have that double bonus, you're lucky. You go to gym and it's like, we got a steam room. Everyone's got a fucking steam room. They're a dime a dozen. But these guys had a sauna. Sauna, steam room, same difference, right? I prefer steam room because of the moisture aspect. But basically, you go in there and it fucking heats up your whole body and you feel great, right? It's just like living in the desert. Hello. Yeah, right. You're not going to find many saunas out in the UK, you're thinking, or the UAE. The sad fact of the matter is that you will find some saunas. So, Lady Zainab, she's the daughter of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon his family, daughter of Imam Ali. Imam Ali was Prophet Muhammad's designated successor. Well, this right here is classic Shiaism. There's a palm of the hand, so it's basically a palm. And so what it is basically the emblem of Shia Islam, right? So it's we have these things where like one day this palm will be on every house. Here comes one of these telemarketers. Oh shit, it's not a telemarketer. They'd be like, why is he filming me? Who gives a fuck? You think I care? Alright, anyhow. Hazrat Abbas was basically the protector of Lady Zainab, and he was slaughtered along with Imam Husain, who was Lady Zainab's brother, you know, of course, therefore, the grandson of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his family. Imam Husain, peace be upon him, essentially gave his life for Islam, is the line that we're fed as Muslims. All Muslims believe this and know this to be the fact. His blood, as we say, the blood of the martyrs of Karbala, you know, gave life to Islam. He said something like this, that, oh swords, well, he said, if the religion of my grandfather can only be saved through my life, then, you know, sayufi khuduni, you know, so spears, come and get me. There's a nice DVD in here, or rather CD. Try and popping it back into places. Futile effort. I just say close the damn case, man. Close the damn case. If it jiggles, who gives a damn, right? The edges are getting a bit roughed up, but nothing else. So this is a series of tracks by some kids in our local Shia center. One of them, there's like 5 in Mississauga alone. Mississauga being one of the boroughs of Toronto. So Mississauga, Mississauga is like basically you got Mississauga, you got Brampton, you've got Scarborough, you've got Etobicoke, you've got Pickering, you've got Oshawa, you've got of course Toronto. Did I say Etobicoke? Yeah, that's the name of the place. I'm trying to be Craig Ferguson, but I keep forgetting to revert his accent. And see, once again, that's a task of sorcery, as the esteemed Don Juan, fictional or non-fictional, would have schooled his pupil Carlos Castaneda in terms of the last thing you'd expect a person who's just been fired from his dream job after 2 years of searching for it and all this shite, living in the street, in shelters, sleeping under bridges, sleeping out in front of City Hall with occupiers, walking the streets, raving like I'm doing right now, but without a camera. The last thing you'd expect is he's going to try and pull off a masterful act of not just imitating, but frankly being that person. Like, they say you can channel the dead. Well, I'm here to tell you can channel the living. You understand what I just said? You can channel the living. It's all rubbish to say that you're going to reincarnate and all this nonsense. Let me talk about reincarnation. It came up, and therefore it's relevant, I tell people. If you think about it, it's relevant. So the thing with reincarnation is that, so basically you got this whole soul system, right? And it's like, so souls are coming into the system, okay? And souls are going out of the system. I probably need to draw this shit. You know what? I'm going to draw it on a lamppost for your benefit, my dear viewer. Or maybe not. Maybe not. But in any case, I don't need to talk incessantly about